Oh, happy holidays. Mhm.
You look awfully festive.
Thank you. I feel awfully festive. This is my jacket that I wore in the show Forever Plaid, which is one of my favorite shows.
Oh,
And it comes out at the holidays, and it felt like. But I have at least one costume change tonight, but the one that was for, well, anyway, that's another story. How are you?
I'm great. I'm
Your
great.
tree looks beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I decided not to put any like ornaments on it. It's just the lights, and I have a nice, cute little top hat on the top.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so we kind of match tonight. I have plaid on my tree.
Nice. I was just there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. So, how's everyone? We have a great amount of viewers tonight. Like, who's here? Tell us who's here. We always love to know who's watching.
Yay, Randy Hample, my favorite zoo person. If you haven't already done so, you need to start following Randy on
The
Facebook.
Exercise Zoo.
Say it again.
The Exercise Zoo.
The Exercise Zoo.
Yeah, start following that. Yeah.
There's Aaron Isaacs.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Mama. That's my mama. She's down in Atlanta.
Atlanta in the house.
Yes. Well, it's been an interesting few months for us.
Sure has.
But we did it. We did a live stream musical, and it was live. And it was in person. We weren't on a screen like this. We were literally in a theater. And it was super exciting and terrifying and all of those wonderful things at the same time. But it was so much fun, and it was so successful. We had a great audience from all over the world. We had people in Italy that were watching, all over the country, Las Vegas and Florida and Georgia and Tennessee and just everywhere. International. It was unbelievable. So great.
Yes, it was so cool because, as much as we miss and can't wait to get back at it, how else could, Marilla's host family in Italy just have popped in to see a matinee?
Right. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Or, we had at one point 4 people streaming from Italy, for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
In different families, and some friends of mine, and it was so. Anyway, just I think I've been saying I think it's going to be part of our repertoire.
Yeah, we really appreciated the feedback that we got. It was a lot of fun, even the nights of the show, to have audience like telling us what they were doing and showing us their homes, and seeing ourselves on their screens in their homes, and asking us for drink suggestions. I mean, it was a fun night, and everybody had fun with it. We had a few little technical oopses, but for the most part, things worked out for the best. So it was pretty awesome. But the good news is, here's the good news. Typically, when we do a show and you miss it, it's gone, and you don't get to see it. Poof, gone. And that's one of the things I actually love about theater, is it's not permanent. It's not something that you get to have around forever like a movie. However, in this case, we did record it, and we are able to offer it on demand until February 28th. So if you missed it, you still have a chance to see it. You can go to our website and purchase a ticket to stream, and then it's just like renting a video. You get 48 hours to watch it. You can watch it as many times as you want in 48 hours. But the cool part is, if you purchase the ticket and then you don't go to the stream, don't click on the link, you can save that link and the code and give it to somebody as a gift. I have sent a couple of shows to different people for Christmas gifts. So we created a little gift giving a card for you. You can print it off, purchase your ticket. Like I said, don't click on the link, don't click on it, but put your code, write your code in there, do your to and from, and then you can give it to somebody and you can give them a musical. How amazing
cool is that?
What'd you say, Art?
I just said, how cool is that? I mean, you can actually, yeah. And it's not, as much as we love the folks that have been able to capture our shows on DVD and, back in the day, VHS, these aren't, prop up the camera in the back of the house and hope for the best. This is the way it was broadcast.
Yeah. So we're super excited about that it's going to be available on demand until February 28th. So it's
that
great.
Is a fact.
Yeah. And we'll have a couple of people that were involved with the show are going to be singing tonight. We have so many of our great friends singing tonight. It's going to be so much fun. We just let people pick whatever Christmas songs they wanted to sing, and it's going to be a fun night.
Sure is. We have got all sorts of folks that have been with us in all different kind of forms and in different roles. And I don't know. I'm so excited to see the people that we've got lined up tonight. And a mix of old and new, not all just those classic carols, but a lot of new and different stuff.
Yeah.
So in the mix that are important to each other for some reason. What else, Pam, do we want to, before we charge in? Oh, did you show your swag?
Oh yeah, we have lots of swag that we got a whole bunch of swag. We've got for sale. We've got new shirts for sale. We've got mugs that are gorgeous and some beautiful Christmas bulbs. Those really are beautiful. And then of course you can always buy Daddy Longlegs the musical and give it to somebody for a gift. It's so awesome. But here I've got my tea with me. Right here in my mug.
That is the actual mug.
It is. And it's huge. And so if you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, this is actually a super mug. I sold one today at the Waste Not Shop. We did a little pop-up shop there. And I sold one to a gentleman there who didn't really like theater. He goes, I don't really like theater, but I really like that mug. So he bought one because he liked the size of it because he's a coffee drinker. So it's a super nice mug. If you want any of these things, you can just message us on Facebook, or you can go onto our website and there's a shopping page where you can go on there and it will hook you up to a link to send us an email essentially. And then we'll find you and we got you. So we'll get something to you if you're interested. But tonight is mostly about thanking you for your support. This year has been something else. And we can't thank you enough for all you've done to help us this year get through. And donations are always accepted, and we are so grateful for them because they really do help us. So you can donate at www.theater444.com if you're interested. But really tonight is all about being thankful for you and all that you've done for us this year.
I know that I have friends from all over the country that are just astounded that we've been able to maintain your following since March. We did our first cabaret, and then we pretty much have had something on the
Hi, Barry.
Hi, Barry. Glad you found us. But if just that we've tried to have something in front of you, and I'm so proud of Pam and our friend Greg, who's going to be singing later, who's done some really fun trivia nights with us. If you're a theater buff, you should look for those. I'm sure we'll be doing some of those through the winter months. And then, I'll have to see what's next. But I'm really so proud of this group and what we've been able to do, and be innovative and try things out and make mistakes. And y'all just hung out with us. So that's why we kind of wanted to put this little musical Christmas card together for you. So if you got that, tree to finish up or that last couple decorations, put us on and dance around, sing along with us. And we hope you really enjoy it, because we're all singing songs that, for one reason or another, really are important, or that touch us, or that warm our hearts.
And the song you're singing warms my heart.
So a million years ago, I directed a show called Tuna Christmas. So if you're not a kind of a theater person, that probably sounds ridiculous, but there's this series of shows that's based in this mythical town of Tuna, Texas, and Pam directed Greater Tuna, which is the first one, and there's all sorts of different ones, but the gimmick is three men play all the parts and all that kind of stuff. So this particular, when I did Tuna Christmas, we were searching for country western style with definitely with a twang Christmas songs. And we had Dolly's Hard Candy Christmas, and we all those kinds of ones. But this one has always been really stuck with me. I love it. And it means a lot to me, and I have a special Christmas cookie source of my own. So
okay, let's go. You ready?
Hang on, I gotta get ready.
Oh,
okay.
And
I'm wearing my cowboy hat from Footloose. And I played Allard. All right.
Have fun, everybody. Here you go.
This is George Strait with Christmas Cookies. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, sugar. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. The ones that look like Santa Claus, Christmas trees and bells and balls. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. Now, Christmas cookies are a special treat, and the more he bakes, the more I eat, and sometimes I can't get myself to stop. Now, sometimes he'll wait till I'm asleep, and he'll take the ones that I don't eat, and he'll put those little sprinkly things on top. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, sugar. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. The ones that look like Santa Claus, Christmas trees and bells and balls. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. Now those sprinkly things just make things worse, because it makes me want to taste them even more than I did at first, and makes them even more impossible to resist. Now, some may disappear to who knows where, but I make sure that I get my share, and those kids, they just stand there waiting for the ones I missed. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, sugar. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. Now he gets mad if they're all gone before he gets the icing on. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. Now there's a benefit to all of this that you might have overlooked or missed, so I'll tell you the best part of it all. Every time she sticks another batch in the oven, there's 15 minutes for a kissing and a hugging. That's why I eat Christmas cookies all year long. Take it away, boys. Somebody else likes Christmas cookies. She might be jumping up here with me. Yeehaw! I sure do like those Christmas cookies, sugar. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. The ones that look like Santa Claus, Christmas trees and bells and stars. Sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. Yeah. Thank you. And the little commercial was Christmas cookies. Could you die? Hi, Annie Bachman.
Hi, RJ.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm so glad you did that song because it was even more ridiculous than mine.
Oh, you just, always quick with a compliment. Well, you are,
It was
if
a
you don't
compliment.
know, I know it was. No, but everyone, if you don't know, this is Annie Bachman. She's one of the most talented, wonderful people in the world. And she has accompanied me in shows as music director of more than I can count. And I love her to death. We used to do these crazy murder mystery dinner theaters where we were in a band called the United Mutations. And Annie's one of my favorite people to play and sing with. She's an amazing piano player, and she's going to be accompanying herself. But I'm going to put you on the spot. I want to know your favorite memory from a show that we've done together.
That is really hard, especially wearing that jacket. Seeing you in that plaid jacket really brings back memories. And then hearing you talk about playing Willard in Footloose, another really wonderful one. But the real standout for me, at least the one right at the top of my mind right now, is Copacabana, in which you, of course, played Tony, the singing, piano playing bartender / waiter. And man, was that a wonderful show. Never thought I was a Barry Manilow fan, but that did it for me. And
I always tell people, go ahead, Annie.
Well, no, there's a little bit of lag. I'm going to quote a line that you said in that show in the middle of my song. So listen for it.
And especially, I got a chance during rehearsal to catch it. So I see some people that are hanging around that were involved in Copa in one form or another. So see if you catch it in the middle. It's part of Barry's claim to fame, I think, in there. So tell us what you're singing tonight.
I'm going to do a song called Cool Yule, which was written by Steve Allen. Yes, that Steve Allen. In 1953, which makes the song even older than I am. And I think I might be the oldest person performing tonight. So this is a real oldie but goodie that most of you have never heard of.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to let Annie take it away with a really awesome little ditty called Cool Yule.
Okay. From Coney Island to the Sunset Strip, somebody's gonna make a happy trip tonight while the moon is bright. He's gonna have a bag of crazy toys to give the grown-ups and the girls and boys. So dig, Santa comes on big. You come a-calling when it snows the most, when all you cats are sleeping warm as toast. You're gonna flip when old Saint Nick plays a lick on a peppermint stick. You'll come a-flying from a higher place and fill the stockings by the fireplace. So you have a Yule that's cool. Let's take it up a half step. That always works. Yeah, from Coney Island to the Sunset Strip, somebody's gonna make a happy trip tonight while the moon is bright. Behind a reindeer with a blinking nose, he's looking groovy in his same old clothes. He's red in his souped-up sled. He's on a mission and he will not shirk. Down the chimney and he gets to work at Mr. C's H.O.T. Santa, won't you light my Christmas tree? You got me flying from a higher place and fill the stockings by the fireplace. So you have a Yule that's cool. Have a Yule that's cool.
Hello from one
Hi.
lovely human to another lovely human.
Hello.
It's Anna Louise Ellis. I'm so glad you are here. And by the way, I do have to
Me
take
too.
one quick second and say that Dewey, who we all know and love, Dewey Flazar, he there it is on the screen. He wins the trivia for catching the Barry Manilow secret to success. Take it up a half step. That always works. So thank you, Dewey, for that. But we are here with Anna, and among other things, being a small business owner with her equally lovely and talented husband, with Finger Lakes Kombucha. No, I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah. Well, Fall Street Brewing and
Fall
Finger
Street
Lakes
Brewing.
Company. Yeah.
Yeah. So right there. So go down, see them there. Get some coffee or some good kombucha, some good beer.
Yeah.
But along with that, and being the vocal instructor at Minders Academy and the director of their theater programs, she also was the very first music director for the very first Theater 444 show.
Yes.
Spring
Spring
Awakening.
Awakening. Yeah. That
What
was
was
an
that?
amazing. That was amazing. I that was a show where I met a lot of people that I hadn't ever gotten a chance to work with before, and we just built such wonderful relationships, and it was a nice combination of some old friends and lots of new ones, and it's a very powerful show too. So it was a really great summer for sure.
Yeah, it really was, and kind of us trying to kind of make a mark of what Theater 444 kind of wanted to be about.
And I think we did. I think we made it.
I absolutely think we did. Since you've got the angle of being a high school music director, I want to know, I'm asking everybody tonight about their favorite stuff, and I want to know, what's your favorite memory from directing at Minders?
That's so hard because at this point I've done 9 plays and 9 musicals there, and you have a piece like the Laramie Project or All My Sons that are dramatic and intense and like really potent in like powerful ways, and then there's also shows like Oklahoma and or Spamalot that was just so much fun, like every single rehearsal. Like I don't think we had a single bad rehearsal on that one, but I would probably say Oklahoma overall, just because that was one of those classic shows. We did it. It was the 75th anniversary of the show, and just everyone was so well cast, and it just was a really cohesive ensemble cast. We had a really great time, strong senior class, and just a great time the whole time. So
yeah, and I think what you said though also speaks to why we kind of love this thing called theater, is that range. From Laramie Project on the one end, which is such a powerful message and is intended to move you and make you
tears.
Yeah, tears. And then you've got the side that's joyous.
Absolutely.
And glorious and all that revelatory. So I think those are two awesome choices. So and so now for tonight, what are you singing for us?
I am singing the Christmas song, aka Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. And I think Nat King Cole was one of the main singers of this originally. And just a little fun side note for for the father-daughter dance at my wedding, my dad and I sang Unforgettable. We pre-recorded it. And, Nat King Cole and his daughter sang that. And so that's kind of a nice connection there, too.
Aw, that's lovely.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's Anna with the Christmas song.
All right. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carol being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, everybody.
His ways, he reminds me of you. It's funny, and yet, how can he really remind me of someone that I've never met? And a P.S. I wish you and I could be friends. Wouldn't that be a lovely surprise? 'Cause oh, how I wish that you'd been with us too. And I knew the color of your eyes.
Hi, Abby.
Hi.
So you all just saw a little snippet of Abby. Excuse me. Abby was our understudy for Marilla in Daddy Longlegs, and did an amazing job of that. You know, not everybody can cut it to do that. And I can tell you, there were a couple times when she jumped in and knew every word, and we were incredibly impressed. So, hi.
Hi.
So, why don't Abby? I think you may be our youngest member of the group singing tonight.
I think so.
I think so. Believe it or not, with that beautiful voice, Abby is a junior. Is that correct?
Yes.
A junior at Minders Academy. Anna is lucky to have you there. So, since you are our wee one, I
Yes.
want to know your earliest theatrical memory.
So-
Mine is playing a Munchkin on the stage of the Smith Opera House when I was 7 years old. And so, what's yours?
So mine, I don't remember how old I was. I don't think I was at like third grade yet. I think I was still in the younger years there. The first musical I was ever in was Oliver. And I played an orphan because I was, very small. And I had really bad stage fright when I was little, like insanely bad. And we had to go out in the lobby while people were getting tickets and shuffling into the theater. And I had to go up to people. We all did the orphans, and we had to ask them please, sir, may you spare a dime, and things like that. And I was so nervous. And that's my first memory that I have. That's all I remember. And I think it's because it was emotionally traumatizing for me.
They had you out there filling the dough.
Yes. Yeah, we had to take little plastic bowls that we wrapped in tape to make them look like really gross and old. And then we had to go up to people like strangers. And it was very intense for me when I was very little. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny.
It's really funny, yeah.
So what are you going to be singing for us tonight?
I'm going to be singing Let It Snow, a la Jessica Simpson, just because that's a fun, rocky version of it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, but I'm going to sing that because, it's all about staying indoors, and as long as you have each other, you can make it through the storm. And that's kind of what we need right now.
Sure do.
So that's kind of why I chose it, because it's nice and it's kind of a fun little ditty. So
I agree.
Yeah.
So everybody, please enjoy Abby Regan. Sorry, Abigail. I'm making her sound too low. Abigail Regan singing "Let It Snow."
thank you. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Abby, hi.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but it wouldn't be a live production if we didn't have a technical issue. And all of my theater friends that are in the stream know. So the theater issue we're having right now with yours is that we don't hear your accompaniment. We only hear your lovely voice. So I'm thinking if you could restart that little procedure and make sure that little audio button is clicked. Just kind of stop it and restart it and make sure that little button is clicked. We've gotten
I'm so sorry.
you know what? Again, if we didn't have tech problems, we got a lot of theater people on the line, and they know it's kind of part of the fun of live theater in general, is kind of wondering what's going to come next. So
Yeah.
your voice is enough, and I absolutely agree. We do have one person singing a cappella tonight, but this one wasn't a planned a cappellage.
Oh, no, I did fix it.
You did fix it. All right. So
I did.
rewind. And again,
Yes.
Here is take 2 of Abigail Regan. Let Us Know.
Thank you. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, yeah. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, yeah.
Hey, it's Sarah.
Hi,
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You look so festive there with your lights behind you and everything, and your comfy sweater. We probably should, all collectively congratulate you for your recent graduation from Ithaca College.
Well, thank you.
And, all of our May 20 grads that emerged into a wild, wild world.
hmm
But so really glad to see you. I know that, I think we may have lost Sarah. Since here I am all by myself. But I think right now is a great time for me to mention something, and that is any of you that have been working or streaming or of any sort online, you know that a lot of this is out of our control in terms of internet connections and all sorts of different, who else in the house is trying to watch stream a movie on Netflix or something, it tends to be a little bit more rot, perhaps, with the possibility for snafus. It's also a good time for me to remind you that you can don't forget to go and get that swag for Theater 444 and support the work that we do. And I'm so glad that Sarah's back. Sorry we lost you.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Sorry about that.
Well, hey, you know what? Like I was saying while you were gone, it happens. We all are almost getting used to it. And you got a couple shout outs for your graduation from Ithaca. Of course, Dewey, who's also Dewey Flazar, who's going to be singing later, and another proud alum. I know that my first time I'm seeing you, I had to say the first time, although it was wonderful, was Evita for Geneva Theater Guild. There's some pictures coming up here of that production. What an amazing production that was, and what a powerful performance you gave.
Thank you.
In one of the most challenging roles. I know that Patti LuPone has said before, I've heard her say that was probably the most challenging role for, considering the emotional arc and the challenge of the music. So
I was really happy to be a part of it. I actually have my Evita poster right next to me.
Oh, look, there it is. See, what's next for you after, now that you've graduated and settled in and all that? What's next for you?
Yeah, so I'm kind of taking another year off, just considering everything that happened with COVID, and then the next big step will be applying to grad school for performance.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding that MFA program that's perfect for you. What are you singing for us tonight?
I'm going to be singing Let It Snow was the last person. White Christmas. White Christmas.
White Christmas.
Version. I really like the song, and everybody hopes there's a white Christmas, including me, so.
All right, we can cross our fingers.
I know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Sarah singing White Christmas.
Malfunction. I'm dreaming. I'm gonna start it over, sorry. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. The treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. Days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh
sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
So many dreams I need to see, and so many years I need to be with you.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, RJ.
You're a little choked up. So what you were just
Sarah kills me every time. I wept every single time through Evita. Sarah, you kill me. I love you. I love you so much.
in between there, you also saw a video featuring Jen Walczak from the last 5 years, which Theater 444 produced in the last couple years, and probably one of my favorite pieces. I love that show. It's a challenging show for both the performers and the audience in terms of the way it's constructed, but it's just so beautiful and honest and raw. And you both did such an amazing job bringing that to life.
Thank you, RJ.
You know, is there something that was really like a standout memory from that show?
You know, the show as a whole is really something that's going to stick in my memory for a very, very long time. It's been on my list for years and years, and I finally got the opportunity to play this incredible role. And the production in general, everything was so perfectly planned, and every prop, every color, every light design had a purpose and a meaning, and just everything coming together. It was breathtaking, and also, you know, was really hard and challenging and very rewarding. So I'm very, very grateful to have had this opportunity.
Yeah, if you've never had a chance to see that particular show, or if you didn't get to see ours, look it up. If you're a theater person, it's really one of those shows that you'll appreciate both as a performer and as an audience member. I can go on and on about it, but for most of the show, both of the actors are in different places emotionally, and so that it's very anyway. I could go on and on with Jen about that show. I want to know what you're singing for us tonight.
Oh, I am singing "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree." I also sing a little bit with a band, and I'm really missing that this year. So to get my rockin' on here, I have a little helper here that'll make it. I was just
going to say, I heard there was maybe a guest star that we were going to
have a guest star. Mm-hmm. He
all right,
quite a bit. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to that, and we all look forward to this. Here's Jen Walczak singing "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree."
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Merry Christmas.
Hey there, Dewey.
Hey, RJ, I'm still rocking from Jen's song.
I know, is Cardozi going to do a little dance number during your piece, or?
Oh, I wish. Like,
No? Okay.
yeah, no one expected cameos here, unfortunately. But that was
Yeah.
precious. I loved it.
I know, that was great. Love to see G. So, if you somehow don't know, this is Dewey Flazar. Now, Dewey may be our most famous person singing
Oh,
tonight.
please.
Only because he's famous for Dewey's Piano Party. So, Dewey, why don't you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Sure. Well, Dewey's Piano Party really started, if I'm being honest, started about 20 years ago around your piano. After gosh knows whatever show it was or rehearsal, we would gather and have parties, and I was way too young to drink, but I would sit at the piano and we would all just sing songs together. And that has kind of remained my happy place for the last, 20 years. And it's kind of just grown organically, really, into a community and into a business where I bring a piano into a place, or I play your piano if you have one, and I play songs and people just sing along just for the fun of it. And it's just a really joyous thing.
So then how did that evolve when, all this awfulness hit with Corona and COVID?
Sheer desperation, just like everything else. I mean, obviously we can't be together making theater, or I can't be hosting piano parties as much as I would love to. And a friend introduced me to TikTok, which has a duet feature that lets me I play a snippet of a song and people can react where they sing along to my clip. And it's kind of just taken on a life of its own. It's been just like an amazing, wonderful, unexpected surprise.
I had a funny moment a few months ago when I was just randomly on Facebook, and I was, scrolling through, and there's somebody random that I follow that who it is isn't important, but it's no one I really know. It's just somebody that's a person who sings. And all of a sudden I'm watching it. He's singing along with Dewey. And I'm like,
no way.
Yeah, remember I texted you and I'm like, there's somebody who is using your, anyway. So.
Oh yes, you did. No. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're famous. And then you had this awesome choir that you did.
Yeah. So kind of in the spirit of I'm locked in my house, trying anything I can do to make music. This is another kind of angle I took, which is to produce these virtual choirs with my friends, which are just a lot of fun. And I've done 2 of them at this point. That one was for National Coming Out Day. It features, I can now say, the Grammy-nominated Michael Kilgore, who's just a wonderful friend and obviously an extraordinary talent. And an all-queer choir and band doing This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. And it just kind of, same thing, took on a life of its own. You put these things online, and it was, and I've just been overwhelmed and just pleased with the response to that.
Featured on
Featured on, yeah, that got featured on MSNBC and picked up and kind of syndicated. It's just wild how these things happen.
And then right here in the old Finger Lakes, right here in our old little corner in the Finger Lakes Times, they had a big feature on Dewey that they did in the newspaper a couple weeks ago.
That was such an honor and a thrill. And like, if we're being honest, like that's way more important to me than MSNBC or anything else or any other attention I might have gotten this year. I mean, it's the Finger Lakes. I'm a Finger Lakes boy, and I'm just kind of sitting in my house doing these things just to keep myself sane, and to get a little recognition is just very, very special.
We'll keep that between us and not tell Rachel Maddow.
Oh God, Rachel, you're still my queen. I love you.
So tonight, you are going to be singing for us. What are you singing?
I am singing It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, the Michael Bublé version, just because I really love it. And since this is a theater crowd, I'll share my favorite fun fact about this song, which is it's written by Meredith Willson, who is the composer of The Music Man. So if you listen to the melody and you hear some crossover, it's it's not in your head. That's really there.
He mentioned that in rehearsal, and he's right. Once you know that, you can't unhear it. You'll definitely
know it.
If you think Music Man, you'll hear it in this lyric. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the incomparable Dewey Flazar.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. And dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, and there's one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you'll sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Yes, it's Christmas once more. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hello, it's the beautiful Marilla Lipker.
Hey.
It's the second part of All in the Family. So
right.
My beautiful niece Marilla, one of my beautiful nieces.
One of them.
And boy, you have lots of claims to fame, but I want to start with, we just saw another clip from Daddy Longlegs.
Yes.
And what an amazing experience that was, huh?
It really, really was unexpectedly amazing. Not that I thought it was going to be bad, but I had no idea what to expect. And it was so sweet to do.
I think there were so many wonderful things that came together just right for that show in terms of the tech, and you and Damien just being having such great chemistry, and but boy, I mean, not only we talked about the tech, leading up to or during the shows, but I mean, we had a COVID scare with, well, it didn't end up being a COVID scare, but worried that
Almost.
Damon got a little sick, and we were worried about that, and then Meredith got a little.
In the midst of a COVID, where everyone's thinking about COVID and not getting COVID, Damon got strep throat, and we were like, "What? Strep throat still exists? Oh no!"
Yeah, right.
We all forgot.
I know that I think Pam's got one more clip queued up. I could be.
Poor Jerusha. Poor Jerusha.
Poor Jerusha Adams.
Poor Jerusha.
Yeah, I'm so thankful that we all had that experience and were able to do that in the middle of all this crud, and that we were able to do it safely, and it was really, really good. So
it was a breath of fresh air for me. I don't know about you, but for me, even with some of the worries and stresses, it was a breath of fresh air to be able to do that and have it go so well. So
absolutely. There's other things that I want to make sure that I highlight for my wonderful, talented niece. She has done, even aside from theater, she is the owner of an amazing little store in Geneva, New York called The Waste Not Shop, conveniently located at 438 Exchange Street.
Convenient.
Definitely swing by if you're finishing that Christmas shopping.
Yep, we've got your goodies. They're plastic free. They're good for the planet and for your stocking.
Ooh, nice line. Okay. Marilla was also a part of one of the things that we do with Theater 444 is we try to produce theater for children. Obviously, that wasn't able to be done this year, but she was in Polka Dots, and there she is.
There I am. Oh, those dots. That wig.
It was a lovely little show.
It was so cute.
And the kids loved it. We've done a year with Frog and Toad, and just really, really wonderful. And of course, we could talk about Pippin.
It's true.
And all of that. We could go on and on. I think we're gonna see some pictures for Pippin in a little later in a different context. But
all right.
But, right now we have holiday matters at hand.
That's right.
And that is, you're going to be singing what for us?
I'm going to sing what we all want to hear right now. All I want for Christmas is you.
So in the spirit of Mariah, are you just a little bit tanked? Are you just like a little bit?
Just half a bottle of wine.
Okay, good.
By myself. It's fine. I'm fine. It's going to be fine.
is Joe or somebody there waiting to give you your tea? That's part of the thing, I think.
Yeah, I've been channeling my inner diva tonight, so I haven't lifted a finger. I've just been receiving gifts and wine and
tonight.
It might be water in here. Who knows?
Who knows? All right. Well, cheers to you. And here is Marilla with All I Want for Christmas Is You.
All right. Be with me, Mariah.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. I want for Christmas is you. Ooh, yeah. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. You, baby. I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I will make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. And I won't even stay awake to hear those magic reindeer clicks. 'Cause I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? Oh, baby, all I want for Christmas is you. You, baby. And all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And the sound of children's laughter fills the air. And everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me what I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? Well, I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. And I just wanna see my baby standing right outside my door. And I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby. All I want for Christmas is you. You, baby. All I want for Christmas is you, baby. All I want for Christmas is you, baby. All I want for Christmas is you, baby.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, RJ.
Happy holidays, buddy.
You too.
So, if y'all don't know Greg Mack, he's one of our biggest fans, but also one of our greatest contributors and just an all-around amazing person.
Thank you.
I don't know people that are more obsessed with theater than I am, but I think Greg's one of them. Boy, Greg has definitely kept busy during COVID, including you even managed to teach some classes, didn't you, in Rochester?
Yeah, at A Magical Journey Through Stages, nonprofit for kids in grades 1 through 12. We're doing some acting classes, some dance classes, small group instruction, so we can safely keep involved somehow.
Got to keep those kids to get in that theater pipeline, baby. Greg's, as I mentioned at the beginning, at the top of the show, Greg's been one of those folks that's been helping us put out content to you all through this period by hosting our fun trivia nights.
Yes, we don't have any scheduled at the moment. I needed a break, but we will have more. I would love to do more if there's interest in playing. So it's a fun time. It's a lot of fun.
I did 1.5, and they're so much fun, and they're silly and fun, and Greg's always got a fun guest with him, and a guest host, and they're always a lot of fun. So I know that you are going to be singing this song Marshmallow World.
Yes.
But I heard that there was a fun little tidbit of a factoid associated with this song for you.
There is. So just share my Christmas Buzz Lightyear here. I was in Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade at Magic Kingdom in 2012, and this song that I'm going to sing tonight, Marshmallow World, was the song that was my cue to line up to step out in the parade route, which was actually the first time I ever heard the song, and it's kind of stuck with me ever since.
That's great. And if y'all have never had the opportunity to go down to Disney at Christmas time, it's really, really a one-of-a-kind experience. Actually, Pam and I were there, and we were there at a moment where we were there for the week, and one day we were there and it was regular Disney, and then literally we went there the next day, and it's like completely Christmasified. Overnight. It was truly the most amazing thing. And the parade was fun, and it was great. So that's what a wonderful little memory. So thank you for being here to sing with us and for everything you've done to help with us this year. It was fun. Greg got to be probably one of the only live audience members of Daddy Longlegs one night, and he was so cute to watch. Seeing what was going on behind the scenes and stuff. But anyway, tonight you are singing Marshmallow World. So take it away, Greg.
Thank you. It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's the time for play, it's a whipped cream day. I wait for it the whole year round. Those are marshmallow clouds being friendly in the arms of the evergreen trees. And the sun is red like a pumpkin head. It's shining so your nose won't freeze. The world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball just for a song. Get out and roll it along. It's the yum, yum world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter, it's a marshmallow world. I love the winter, don't you? And marshmallows. More. The world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball just for a song. Get out and roll it along. It's a yum, yum world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter, it's a marshmallow world. In winter, it's a marshmallow world. In winter, It's a marshmallow world.
Hello.
Hey, I just kicked Lizzie out of the living room.
You did?
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Paula Lipker, and if you don't know, this is the culmination of the family portion of the evening because Paula, of course, is my beautiful older sister.
Hey, look, same. We got glasses. We got the same hat. Is there a connection or what?
There's a connection. There is a serious connection. Now, Paula, Greg just ate marshmallows during his song, so I'm waiting to see what you'll be eating that matches.
I won't be eating anything, but I did bring a friend to pay tribute to the fact that I am not doing the Muppet song, but I brought a Muppet just to say hello.
So just to kind of give you all context here, so Paula lives out in this magical place we all call Lipkerland, and it is out in the country, and the internet is not necessarily as robust.
It's pretty sketchy. I mean, it's been sad because there's a lot of kids even out in this area that, really struggle with the whole homeschool thing because there's like terrible connection. So,
yeah. So, because of that, Paula's going to be singing something a cappella. But before we get to that, I do want to mention Pippin. And I think Pam has some pictures. This was from a couple years ago now, and Paula played an amazing, fun role in that production. Pippin was a real experimental project for Theater 444, and I wasn't directly involved. They completely realized this show that has its roots in the late 60s, early 70s, and kind of pushed it into the millennium by basing it around a video game. And in addition to being in the show, you were also, I think, did you help with costumes for that one?
No, I took care of my own costumes, but no, I didn't have to be responsible for costumes in that. No, it was a really delightful thing to be a part of. And it was really cool because Pippin is I've loved Pippin. I am the theater geek who had Pippin music in her wedding, which really totally probably bad context, but loved the music all my life. And it was a thrill to play the role that I got to play. And it was really, really wonderful to see how Pam brought this vision to life because some people struggle with Pippin. It's kind of a collection of parables, and for a lot of folks, it seems disjointed and they don't get it. And what Pam did with it really gave it a cohesiveness, and it brought it to life, not just for people who had seen it in the past and thought, oh, it's a nice show, but I don't really get it, but really brought it to life for a whole new generation. And I know my youngest, John, really, really loved it.
Yeah, and that's when we started getting John more involved in our shows, and John's now a full part of our tech team and helped us out a lot with Daddy Longlegs. And if you got to see Daddy Longlegs, or if you're going to buy one of those tickets, available at theater444.com, you'll see the amazing job that Paula did on the costumes for that show. Here's a couple pictures. A lot of these were vintage pieces, right, Paul?
They were pieces that were from the actual time period. And it was just really a complete fluke that I ended up being in possession of those pieces of clothing, and they had sat stored away because I didn't know what to do with them. And to be honest, when they'd been passed on to me, they were really in disrepair and kind of gringy and grungy. And I was really afraid that they would be fragile and not be able to be used. But I thought, well, we'll give it a shot. I threw them in the washer and mended them, and they held up for every performance, and they got put through their paces in those performances. But it was a real joy. It was a joy to be able to use them and then pass them on to Pam, to be able to have a part of her costume collection.
And I think those were a part of Mrs. Delavan's collection, weren't they?
They were Edith Delavan's.
A longtime patron of the art.
She had a fantastic aunt who was really quite the fashionista of the early 1900s. And so, yeah, we got a lot of her stuff.
So kind of flashing forward to tonight, I know that, like I was saying, you're not going to be singing something a cappella, but it's kind of a happy accident because this was something that you would normally have sang at an event.
I don't mind. I'd love to just speak on it just for a second. For years now, we've become really in love with this community affair that happens at the West Fayette Church. And I'm remiss that I can't think of his name, the gentleman that did it and organized it. But it was like sitting in a Norman Rockwell painting, and more people were coming every year. And there were a lot of folks that would come that weren't able to go to a lot of other things in the holiday season. And in particular, there were many older people that would perform, and the music would run the gamut of modern to very, very traditional, and a lot of stuff that you don't usually hear, actually. And there were different people that would perform throughout the afternoon, but then they would have a whole almost 30, 45 minutes of just sing along of the whole group who was present, and that sound of the collection. Thanks, Marilla. Stephen Beals. Yeah. I couldn't believe how much I missed it when that first weekend of December rolled around and it wasn't there. And then I went to church and saw this older couple who performs every year, and I've had the pleasure to sing with them from time to time. Gloria and Peel Long, and Peel is in his 90s now, and he still takes up his guitar and sings, and it's just a joy to my heart. And so I'm hoping that by singing this, it just kind of brings back some warm fuzzies and feels for folks who really yearn for some of the more traditional hymns of the holidays.
So yeah, thank you for bringing. This is sort of a church-based moment, a faith-based moment for the season for those that celebrate the Christmas holiday. So this is Paula Lipker singing "Of the Father's Love Begotten."
Of the Father's love begotten, ere the worlds began to be, he is Alpha and Omega, he the source, the ending be, of the things that are, that have been, and the future years shall see, evermore and evermore. Oh, that birth forever blessed, when the Virgin full of grace, by the Holy Ghost conceiving, bear the Savior of our race. And the babe, the world's Redeemer, first revealed his sacred face, evermore and evermore. This is he who them in old time chanted of with one accord, whom the voices of the prophets promised in their faithful word. Now he shines, the long expected Let creation praise the Lord evermore and evermore. O ye heights of heaven, adore him. Angel hosts his praises sing. All dominions bow before him and extol our God and King. Let no tongue on earth be silent. Every voice in concert ring. Evermore and evermore. Thee let old men, thee let young men, thee let boys in chorus sing. Matrons, virgins, little maidens, with glad voices answering. Let their guileless songs re-echo, and the heart its music bring. Evermore and evermore. Evermore and evermore. Love you all.
Hello, Meredith Beckley.
Hi, RJ.
How are you this fine evening?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, beautiful tree.
Thank you.
Boy, Meredith, we've been doing a lot of talking about Daddy Longlegs tonight because, we just finished and we're all just in love, coming off that high. But we're going to do a little more because Meredith was our music director for Daddy Longlegs. And there she is in the space, that none of you really behind the scenes shot there of her at rehearsal, and what a crazy experience, there's Meredith with the cast. For those of you that don't know, Meredith is a nurse. And so, a couple weeks before production, she was quarantined because of a potential exposure. And I mean, it was knocking at our door.
Yes, it was very difficult to conduct a vocal rehearsal over Zoom. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, absolutely. But that certainly wasn't the first time. Meredith was also music director for us for Next to Normal.
Yes.
And what a cool production that was, huh?
That was an amazing show. I had so much fun working on that.
What an inventive. It's one of those pieces that I wish I could go back to and see again. It's probably some of my favorite work in terms of production design, between the music and the lighting and the set and the digital pieces that Cole put together, and the lighting and sound that Garrett and I were able to do. And it was just a really, really beautiful, beautiful production.
I actually got to see that one because I didn't end up playing for it.
Right.
I don't usually get to see, but I got to watch that and it was incredible.
So with that, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I want to know, what's your favorite Theater 444 show so far?
Can I pick two?
Yep.
Well, okay, I'm going to have to pick Next to Normal because the music was so difficult for that. And I just thought everyone did an incredible job. And I am a nurse in a behavioral health field, so that show really spoke to me. But a close second is Daddy Longlegs, just because of everything that we put into the show and getting through this awful time. There was just so much love that went into the show and so much uncertainty, and it just turned out so wonderful. So I'll say both of those.
Those are both excellent choices. And Meredith is echoing our feeling in that you are a goddess. And we're so glad to have you with us, lending your talents to us with Theater 444 and lending your talents tonight. I know that you're also one of the third of the folks that are accompanying yourself tonight, which we appreciate the challenges associated with that. So what are you singing for us?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Happy holidays, Meredith. And ladies and gentlemen, Meredith Beckley with Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. The years we all will be together, if the fates allow. So hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Oh, merry little Christmas now. Through the years we all the fates allow. So hang your shining star upon the highest oh, merry little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Garrett and Sean, we're so glad that you guys are with us.
Happy to be here. Absolutely.
I know you guys. I switched to my ugly Christmas sweater for you guys because in featuring the pigeon-toed Santa.
Love
here.
it.
Yeah, this has won me many an ugly Christmas sweater contest.
I should wear mine.
I will see your ugly Christmas sweater and raise you an ugly Christmas tie.
Nice. I thought it would be appropriate because I know you guys are doing something a little humorous.
No.
No?
No. Look at the list again.
12 Days of Christmas. I thought you were doing
No, we changed. We changed.
Oh, you changed.
We did.
Okay, so never mind. Ixnay, ugly sweater, ugly sweater say. So before I turn it over to you singing, I just want to say that for those of you that don't know, Garrett is the mastermind behind so much of the tech associated with Theater 444. There he is with all of the equipment, with some of the equipment that was involved in broadcasting that Theater 444 production. He's an amazing creative individual, heart of gold. My right hand person with lighting and Pam and I always say that we have these crazy ideas and we love and need appreciate people like Garrett who just go, okay.
It's easy to say okay, underneath that okay is a lot of, okay, how am I going to make that happen? But,
self-doubt
every time.
Self-doubt and worry. So
Garrett, you love me.
I do. You're right.
She popped in just to remind you that of your undying love. Just
Yes.
in case you're wondering. So, tell me a little bit about what you're singing, because clearly I'm out of the loop.
So
you missed the memo.
We're going to sing Christmas by Michael Bublé. It's kind of an interesting song to sing as a duet, but we're going to both take turns. We both love the song. And there's a little bit of improv at the end, so it'll be fun.
It'll either be really, really good or an absolute train wreck. Either way, you got to watch.
Well, you because you can't look away.
Exactly.
Right.
But I see the Harley Davidson on you, Sean. But Garrett, what is on your head?
This is a hat that says "Let's Get Lit."
Ha! I love it.
It's a light up Christmas hat. There's some blinky lights.
I'm kind of working on that with myself, with my giant obnoxious brandy snifter that I've been working on tonight. So
I figured you would like the lighting pun as well as the beverage pun.
I do both. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Garrett and Sean singing Christmas.
The snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Baby, please come home. The church bells in town, all ringing in song, full of happy sound. Baby, please come home. They're singing Deck the Halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. I remember when you were here, and all the fun we had last year. Pretty lights on the trees, I'm watching them shine. You should be here with me. Oh, baby, please come home. They're singing Deck the Halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. I remember when you were here, and all the fun we had last year. But if there's a way how to hold back these tears, oh, but it's Christmas Day. Please, 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 baby, please come home. Snow's coming down, I'm watching it fall. I need you. Lots of people around. Coming home. Baby, please come home. Church bells in town, I gotta have you. All ringing in
You
song.
know I
need you.
Full of happy sound.
Baby, please come home.
try. Oh, baby, give it a try. Come home, baby, please. Oh, baby, please come home.
Well, here we are at the end.
That I felt like they both needed a beer. I mean, that was just too funny, Garrett.
That was great. It wasn't a train wreck at all.
Like Bill and Ted. What is it? Oh,
Excellent adventure.
I don't know. The two of them. I don't know. Those
No,
kids.
it was really great. What a fun little bit. That's great.
Oh.
Well, here we are at the end.
We are at the end. It's been a fun night. I hope that you all had a great time. We had a great time, and I'm so thankful to all of my talented friends that I know. I'm just thrilled.
Yeah, me too. You know, we've spent so much time. This year has been so challenging in so many ways, and there hasn't been enough opportunities to celebrate. And you know, as I was sharing with with some students that have been working with me at my day job, that, you know, over the course of November, December, there are religions around the world that celebrate some sort of holiday that allows them to either look back with some gratefulness or look forward with some gratitude. And, you know, that's what I'm trying to do this holiday season. And a big part of that is Theater 444. And you've managed to create this amazing community, and kind of, you know, provide an opportunity for all of us to continue to express ourselves and be with each other, whether it be virtual or face to face. And so I am gonna put that down as a positive for Theater 444 for 2020.
Yeah, it wasn't an awful year. It started off kind of scary, and we're not where we want to be, which is in a theater, but we have embraced it, and we've been innovative, and we've been brave, and that is such a blessing. So it's been a great year, and we can't thank our patrons enough for supporting us and being there with us and having such a great time.
Absolutely. And please know that we are poised to provide you with more content as the new year turns, both in an online virtual format, and if things, as soon as things work out that we can be safely together in person, we will be able, we've got some ideas ready to launch, both things that we had planned in the past, like maybe Spelling Bee, but also, you know, you never know. I know. But also some other things. So, you know, please keep your eye out for us, and we'll be here continuing to perform, because, you know, we need an audience, and so even if it's an audience of each other.
So keep posted with us. Like our Facebook page. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. Join our YouTube channel, and keep checking on us, because lots of things are closed in this world, but Theater 444 is not closed.
Nope.
So Merry Christmas, everyone. I think RJ's going to leave you with a tune.
Yeah, we're going to leave with, we're going to close with I'll Be Home for Christmas. And, you know, this has got a double meaning, of course, this year, because, you know, it's sort of like, well, I'll be home for Christmas, you know, because we're not, you know, I know that Pam, you know, usually travels, you know, for the holidays, and that's going to be a different thing. And so many of us are going to be celebrating in much smaller ways. But, you know, it's been a little bit of a cliche during this time, but I have to say, we can be alone together, and we can be, remember that we're a part of a big community. And so I hope that all of you know that you can find a home with Theater 444, both online and in person. And so with that, I'm going to be singing I'll Be Home for Christmas, kind of a traditional version.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Merry Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents by the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. And I'll be home with my Rosie, who loves to hear me sing. Don't you? All right, let me finish. Please have snow and some mistletoe and presents by the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Merry Christmas, everybody.